Now on Denver 7 News at 4, let the holiday weekend begin. What you need to know about hitting the road or the skies for the 4th of July.
Construction can have a big impact on our environment. How algae could make projects more eco-friendly. And the number of facility dogs is growing. The training that makes them special to help those in places like hospitals.
But first, it was anything but a small thing.
True care, truth brings.
Hundreds of thousands of Avs faithful packed downtown for a celebration more than 20 years in the making.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Jessica Porter. Well, from the beginning to the end, today's Stanley Cup celebration did not disappoint. Hundreds of thousands of people lining the streets along the route, cheering on the Colorado Avalanche as the team and their families were carried down to Civic Center Park, where they were greeted by a sea of burgundy and blue. Micah Smith joins us live from downtown, where things have calmed down, but there's still a buzz in the air. Hi, Micah.
Hi, Jessica. The cleanup has officially begun here at Civic Center Park. You can probably hear that noise behind me. That's what it is. But I want to walk you through what happened after today's parade, because that's when the thousands of fans made their way from Broadway and other streets to Civic Center Park to continue phase 2 of the day's celebration. And once they got here again, just a sea of Avs jerseys and t-shirts, and the celebration again continued. At one point, it even started to rain, but that did not faze Av fans today, who waited all morning to hear from their favorite players. As a matter of fact, they didn't budge. Finally, the championship team was introduced one by one, and you could feel the joy and excitement from the players who were just basking in the moment. Several players gave speeches. Most of them kept it short, but we got to hear what this moment meant to them.
It's been a long road coming to this point. My 9th year, I finally won something, I guess, but
this is one of the best moments of my life. All of you are a part of it. I'm going to remember it forever.
Now, during today's celebration, Denver Mayor Michael Hancock proclaimed today the Stanley Cup champions Colorado Avalanche Day in Denver, Colorado. That was certainly a special moment. Coming up at 5, we'll hear more highlights from the speeches that the players gave. We'll hear from Jared Bednar. A lot more to come when it comes to recapping what happened here today. But for now, reporting live, Micah Smith, Denver 7.
It has been such an exciting day. Thank you, Micah. And one thing that made today feeling so special was seeing all of the young Avs fans enjoying their first ever championship parade. Our Danny New was there at 17th and Champa today, asking kids just how much this meant to them.
Can you guys all scream, "Go Avs"?
Go Avs!
And how excited are you the Avalanche won the Stanley Cup?
I'm really excited. A dream come true. How did they do that?
How does this rank in like your top sports memories of your life?
Definitely one up there.
Is this your favorite sports memory of your life?
Yes. Probably. Yeah.
It's up there?
Yeah, up there. Really up there, yeah.
Top 3?
Yep. Top like 5.
Top 5, okay. What's your favorite sports memory of your life?
And the Stanley Cup.
When they won the Stanley Cup in 2022. Yes, that was a really good point. Thank you so much.
Hey, these kids have lived through a lot. If you've missed the celebration today, don't worry. You can watch it again this Saturday at 1 on Local 3. Well, of course, many of you won't be at home to watch that broadcast because you'll be traveling. Monday is the 4th of July, and AAA says nearly 50 million Americans will be traveling this weekend. 42 million of those will be driving, and many others will be flying. Denver 7's Bayan Wang is out at DIA, where they're expecting the days ahead to be very busy. Bayan?
Yes, Jessica, very busy. We've certainly seen things here start to pick up a little bit, especially with the South Security checkpoint lines. We've been monitoring the wait times all day, and the longest one we've seen so far is 33 minutes. That was at about 3 p.m. Earlier in the day, we saw 7 minutes, 15 minutes, but it's been raising by the hour. DIA believes that today and tomorrow are going to be the busiest day during the holiday weekend, at least for passengers traveling through DIA, and that's why a lot of passengers are getting here early.
Oh yes, I came early so that I make my flight today. In Durango, our flight was delayed And so I missed my connection here in Denver to Charlotte, so I had to stay the night here in Denver, and now I'm headed home.
So I ran probably about an hour and 20 minutes late one time, barely checked in, and you're running through the gates. It's a nightmare. So if anybody's listening or anyone needs any advice, be here at least 2 hours in advance.
And DIA says 2 hours is the minimum of how early to get here. And they also say the checkpoints have additional lines at each one, so they're trying to do everything to accommodate passengers. But again, 2 hours ahead of time. Now, in terms of delays and cancellations, we've seen about 120 delays so far, about 20 cancellations. But with the forecasted thunderstorms, we might see that number go up. Back to you.
Inflation is leveling off, but still high. New numbers out today show one measure tracked by the Fed is at 6.3% for May. That's the same as it was in April. It's just slightly lower than March's 6.6%, which was the highest it's been since 1982. The Federal Reserve Chairman says we might not ever return to a pre-pandemic economy. Jerome Powell told a forum of central bankers that pandemic supply chain issues and the war in Ukraine are shaping prices and employment. He says that he believes businesses and individuals can withstand a period of moderate economic growth. OPEC says today it will increase crude oil production, but only by a little bit. The 648,000 barrel a day increase is not expected to do much to help with gas prices here in the U.S. Today's average is $4.85 a gallon, according to AAA, which is down slightly from that all-time high of $5.01 earlier this month. The Department of Transportation is launching a $1 billion pilot program to help predominantly black neighborhoods separated by interstate projects. When the highways were built in the 1950s, some used eminent domain to force black families to move. The highways then literally divided the communities.
You could go to almost any southern city and stand in one location and see the interstate, a housing project, what used to be the black business district.
The Reconnecting Communities program funding will go toward things like public transit, bike lanes, and green caps over highways. Cities and states can apply for the money over 5 years. Some places are now reversing their restrictions on facial recognition technology, how they say they're going to ensure accuracy and why there are still concerns they could be biased.
And one of our favorite moments from today was Gabe Landeskog walking with his daughter. Gabe inspired many things this season, including the name of at least one family's new son. We'll introduce you a little later.